Hello, Gemini. It's Oh My God Tarot, and this is your someone's secretly talking about you. You know, I should call it someone secretly been talking to you, because that's a little more, you know what I mean? Okay, so we're going to have a look at the astrology reading cards and figure out who this person is, what vibe they're carrying, and then we will have a look at the tarot spread and see what's going on. What are they talking about when it comes to you? Okie dokes. Now, if you'd like a personal reading, please check out the description for a link to my website. And let's get into the reading. Alright, your first card is Capricorn, Earth sign. The energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. So high level thinking. I give Capricorns the benefit of the doubt. I say high level thinking, they're thinking things in terms of what makes good business sense. Is this a long-term thing? You know, they're assessing, they're analyzing who they're getting involved with. So I always think, you know, this isn't some petty stuff when we're dealing with Capricorn energy. Then we have Scorpio. And now you can feel where we're going with this, because Scorpio is kind of like Capricorn in the sense of commitment and loyalty once they're in it, once they're trying to build a lifestyle. The energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. So Scorpio is that fixed water energy, so it's intense with the depth of their loyalty and connection to you. So sometimes when they're talking about you, good thing, right? Because they're going to gas you up, they're going to say good things, they're going to hope and root for you. But in the same breath, Scorpio being very possessive, they may feel very sensitive towards betrayal, and if they're talking about you, it may be, you know, hey, let me investigate you, you know, to make sure you're being loyal. And finally, we have Gemini, and the energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchanges possible. You know all about your Gemini energy. Air sign, intellectual. This person seems to bask in the charming wordplay of life. So you know that Gemini energy is very, they go back and forth. You guys have one style. You have two styles per Gemini. You know, the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde twin thing that you got going on. But the key here is the Mercury energy, which rules communication. So it's usually creative, crafty, and a point of controversy, if you will. So let's have a look at what this person is talking about. They have somewhat of a stable vibe, but then Gemini came in the mix, and we're like, okay, well, they could be really, really hot one day and really cold the next. We never know what to expect with this person, but they're fun. They're fun. They're nurturing, caring, but they're fun. You know, that's a nice combo, but hey, things can go left because Scorpio is looking right at me. All right, let's have a look using the Golden Universal, figure out what this person is talking about when it comes to you. This person is talking about, personal transformation. We have the World card in reverse, so more Capricorn energy, because this whole Saturn thing is giving us boundaries, restrictions, going over the rules of life, trying to develop character, maybe develop skills, you know, to boost the profile, change your life. And then we have the Seven of Swords, which represents deception of some sort or wearing a false mask in a relationship. Followed by, this is interesting, followed by the Death card, which represents, is associated with Scorpio, but it also represents endings, which make way for new beginnings, which kind of works with that whole Capricorn Scorpio vibe in the world, because it is about synthesis. Right? Then we have the Four of Swords. Okay, so looking at that, that's giving us vibes of this person really reflecting on what they're going to do next based on all the tragedies or the failures, the adversity that they've had in the past, which is a pretty solid, like, assessment or way to go about things. It is about, like, taking time to process the events that have happened to you before you move forward, so that you don't move forward all scattered and, you know, through a filter that is not really applicable to the current situation. You know, it's when you're musty from the past. And there's the drama. So then we have the Tower card in reverse. The Tower is associated with Mars, who, yes, is associated with Scorpio. So there's this prominent Capricorn Scorpio vibe to this reading, where we know that the emotional depth of this person is getting called into question, is a huge factor in this relationship. Like their core character. It's like, oh, there's all these really nice, fun, and light and playful things about you, but your core experiences that have shaped who you are, you know, that are responsible for those outbursts, kind of, you know, there's been drama. There's been drama, and there's been life-changing experiences, and tendencies. I feel like there's a lot of like controversy with this person. It's almost, it almost feels like a survival thing, and they just need to like catch up on life and catch up on perspectives, move forward from traumatic events, break generational curses. Feels like that's what this person's kind of going through. Now, how does that connect to you? You know, because they're talking about you. When the subject of you is up, whether they bring it up or not, these are the things that come out. Personal transformation. This person may be wanting to establish new boundaries with you, or you know, that might be a point of contention, being that you have violated their boundaries, or they feel like there are none. You've just been doing whatever, and sometimes they're happy with you, sometimes they're not. You know, they're not really making themselves as clear as they could be, and that might be on the horizon. This person might be coming towards you directly to let you know what these boundaries are, but we're in development mode, okay? Because this person doesn't feel like they're able to be real around you, and you do not want to lose a friendship or a relationship based on somebody having to walk on eggshells. You know, the Seven of Swords being deception or wearing a false mask. It is walking on eggshells. It's having to like kind of conform to somebody's personality traits in order to avoid or get something out of them, right? And it's inauthentic. So the Seven of Swords is really, I feel like, is the catalyst for the, hey, we need to have boundaries. We need to have rules and whatever, because there are lies going on in here, and I don't even have trust or faith in what is the truth anymore between us. So it's almost like, do we need to reset? Do we need to address the fact that we're going through the same cycles? I mean, this person is giving their relationship with you some thought, maybe more thought than you would even think. So then we have the Death card, and this is the flag that is a matter of perspective, right? Because if this is a threat of, hey, we're gonna have to take a break, hey, we're gonna have to stop talking, I'm gonna ghost you, I'm out of here, or we need to change our relationship, that part of our relationship is now dead. You know, it's all about, is this insulting to you? Is this a good thing? Is it overall a great thing? Because we do have long-term planners in this reading, and the energy is like, hey, I'm thinking long-term. So this person is wanting to kind of cut the ties of anything that where they feel like they have to pretend they like it, or pretend that they can't say this, they can't, like, you know, anything that makes them feel inauthentic. It feels like they're going to put a stop to, really. It's like almost like putting their foot down, but not in a necessarily defensive way. It's more of a like, you know what? I didn't express that this bothered me, or I'm not going for this, or I like this or that, and now I'm just going to say it. It's not, no malice, because I didn't give you a tip. I didn't tell you. So now I'm just going to say, we're not about to do this anymore, right? I'm going to put a stop to certain dynamics. And I feel like this person really thought about this and really took it to heart. That there are situations that just presented themselves that they didn't really have a chance to figure out whether or not they accept that behavior or accept those type of terms to a relationship. Like, let's say this person wants to be with you, and you're like, hey, I want to be kind of in an open relationship, and they're like, I haven't been in one before, but I guess a little bit of you is better than none. And now they're like in it, and they're like, well, yeah, maybe I shouldn't do this, because now I feel like I'm always anxious, and I'm thinking things over, and I'm trying to, and part of me knows I want to put a stop to some things, but I don't know what or how to approach it, and I need to figure out an execution strategy. Either way, I feel like drama comes from it. This person talking about you is trying to talk about their dynamic with you. They're trying to talk about a way to talk to you, essentially, because this has been, it seems like there's something heavy weighing on them where they really need to reestablish some new boundaries, or even just be like, okay, no, we're not doing drugs together anymore. Or, hey, we're not wasting money on takeout anymore. We're going to start to buckle down, save for that car, and save for that house. Or, you know what I mean? They're trying to reestablish boundaries by ending or cutting some ties, cutting some things out. And it is a matter of perspective whether or not it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. To you, it may be bad. It might be bad because you're short-sighted. But I feel like this is a long-term planner. So whether that change is implemented, they'll be like, okay, well, I'm not going for this anymore, and I'm going to be real soft about it. And then you're like, whatever, they're not serious. I'm just going to, we're still going to have cake for breakfast. And then 6 months, they're like, all right, I'm out. I'm done. Because you don't want to grow. You don't want to change. You want to improve, expand. You don't want to think long-term about your liver or your fatty liver. You know, like this person may be doing one of those types of, okay, this is a small task, but I'm assessing you overall. Like, I'm seeing the choices that you make on your own free will, and it's really becoming a factor in what I do next. Now, I feel like this person is looking to make some significant change, because even though the Tower looks like a very tumultuous card, it does give us the same type of energy as the World, where there's a shifting in what you've come to know as normal, your regular lifestyle. There's a surprise upheaval or conflict or event that just kind of tears things apart, or just tears things down from what is normal and comfortable. And it's there's that element of surprise is what makes it really different from the World card. But the Tower tells me that this person, like, you guys are going to have a kablowy moment, you know, a kablowy moment, in order to move forward anywhere. Now we can go into a whole other reading after this Tower appears, but from what we know is that the conflict will get so great that it will come to a head and be an explosive situation. Too much Scorpio Mars, you know. I feel like it comes down to loyalty, or somebody feeling betrayed, somebody feeling too possessive, and somebody not allowing those boundaries, or not being totally good with those boundaries coming into play. Now, the deception here may feel like deception. Yeah, that might feel like a betrayal. Like, oh, I thought we were okay with that. I thought you liked it when I called you Mookie. You know, you said it was cute. But now it's this thing that you hate. Like, wow, I feel like you hate me. You know, it could go down like that, and it could be an explosive argument, and it could be a chaotic event, because the Tower card is associated with the planet of war, Mars. And Mars is the ruler of Scorpio, and we have all this Scorpio here. We have deception, we have rules and transformation. This almost even feels like somebody who's like coming out of jail and they need new rules to make things work. And with that, they're gonna have to be like, all right, I can't hang out with you anymore because you guys always get me arrested and stuff, and like we always get into trouble, and then people are mad about it, and people don't understand it. You know, it's all about transformation and setting boundaries, and not wanting to fake who you are, but yet not wanting to be deceptive if you're in the wrong environment that doesn't allow who you are. So this person has some really deep, they're going through the motions about their dynamic with you. It's almost like they're setting these boundaries in their head, and then they're, you know, trying to be their authentic self, or trying to not be fake, but they're really trying to develop these ideas and these boundaries that they have in the relationship, and then just kind of observe if you're going to follow them, or if you're going to refute them, you know, or if you're going to be like, oh, nice, cool, I'm going to try, I might mess up, but basically it's like, hey, we're thinking long term. They're thinking about you long term, and they're seeing if you measure up to the intentions, the growth, the expansion, the evolution that they're trying to have in their life. Right? So that might be upsetting, maybe a little upheaval, a little misunderstanding, but I think that this person does know that that's a part of it, and that's not a definite, hey, I'm walking away. That's like, I understand because I'm making all these changes, and it's going to be a thing. We might even need a break. We might even need a break from each other. But I understand the process is a long process, so little hiccups in the road are not going to deter my ultimate goal for stability and love, and a good relationship, a good dynamic that is also exciting and thrilling and charming and fun because of that conversation and that thought process, not just going on emotions. All right? They be talking about you in a big way, so I mean, it's cute because it's flattering. It's like, oh, okay, you're thinking about me in the long term, okay. But at the same time, they're like, okay, well, we got to work out some kinks. And so that means you might, if you're hypersensitive and you're not ready for them to go in on maybe you shouldn't wear that dress. I don't actually like that dress. I actually don't chew bubblegum. I think it's bad for the environment. But when we were dating, I wanted to impress you. You know? Right? And be what it be. Alright, there it is. That's your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. leave a comment, share the video, and if you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description for a link to my website, as well as a link to my Etsy shop where I sell all sorts of bath bombs and candles and metaphysical products. And yeah, so there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.